Today's marketeers are working in an environment of unprecedented social change, with the internet, growth of social media and marketing-savvy consumers combining to put traditional marketing under increasing pressure. Now an important new study just released by Alterian demonstrates clearly just how much the rules of marketing have changed.
The first thing is a recognition that this change is taking place, and this is one of the key reasons that we're issuing this report based on primary research by academics across different parts of the world. Right from the top of the organisation through every department, it needs to be understood that the old techniques of communication aren't going to work for much longer. In fact, they're not working today.
As the individuals become more powerful, we expect more services to be concentrated and focused around us as individuals. Now that's a fundamental change to marketing, because in fact, despite the rhetoric of marketing, marketing has really been about massification of individuals. So in other words, it's about big segmentations followed by broadcast. Today it's going to be about talking to the individual, having a relationship with the individual, and it has to look like it's an individual relationship, not just something that's mass that's been tailored for them.
In Your Brand at Risk or Ready for Growth, Professor Hume finds consumer cynicism, combined with increasing access to independent information, poses a big risk to brands' credibility. There is some good news though, which is that consumers who engage with brands on social media feel more positivity towards those brands. But the good news comes with a warning.
One of the areas that I think marketing is really struggling to come to terms with is actually how social media work. They have tended to emphasise clustering around an event or a content or something like that, but they don't really know what lies at the heart of this. Now, what our research has shown us is that what people are really looking for is the presence of similar others, and particularly if they're trying to decide whether they believe something, they trust it, or indeed they might want to purchase something or something like that. They're kind of saying to themselves, can I see similar others present here or using this? Now, similar others goes beyond just the product or event. It requires you to know a little more about an individual than you might just know to be at the event or to buy the product or something like that. So again, it influences the kinds of information that we've got to look at collecting and using in the future.
At the heart of At Risk or Ready for Growth is a message that technology needs to be at the core of marketing. It's a message that's reiterated by other big hitters in the industry, including advertising legend Stan Rapp, who's widely credited with shaping modern marketing.
Do you have the technology in place to do engagement with your customer, to get engaged with your customer? Do you have the technology in place to get engaged? Because if you don't, all your brilliant ideas about how to listen to that customer, all your brilliant ideas about how to get that customer into some long-term loyalty program, all your brilliant ideas about how to cross-sell, upsell, new sell is going to have to be on hold because you can't do it without the technology. Are you ready to give technology the same importance that if you're an agency, are you ready to give technology the same importance you have always given to creativity, period, especially in the UK, where creativity has reigned supreme for so long.
Better get social. Right, you just better get social. The word of mouth components that social brings to bear are absolutely fundamentally going to change brands. We know word of mouth changes brands in the past. We've all tried to collect it and understand it. We just haven't been able to successfully do it, and certainly not at the rate at which social media monitoring now enables us to do. So socialization of your brand is upon you if you're not paying attention to it. Believe me, your consumers that buy from you are.
I can understand why the kind of mass or crowd element of social media is immediately appealing to marketing, because it fits in with their mass notions of broadcast and segmentation. But of course, once they start to delve into it, look at the individual, they realise that in fact it asks some serious questions about all their systems and processes. In particular, it asks very big questions about the way they use information, they collect information, analyse information, and then turn information into a practical customer experience. So some really, really big questions, and it will take marketers out of their comfort zone.
And we've written some documentation up about the fourth phase of industrialization. It's the fourth phase we say is socialization, which outstrips everything because it doesn't care about promotion anymore. It's not interested in stimulation. The risk that brands face is that socialization runs over your brand. It only takes one sentence, one tweet, lots of followers, and things get going. And it's viral and it moves very quickly, and brands may not be able to recover fast enough before the impact on their profit is realized. It is about listening to all of those that choose to talk about a brand before the consumer, the individual, makes a decision.
Consumers now want to interact with the organisation, and interact is the important word there. It's not react, it's not receive information, it's interact with the organisation, learn, make their preferences known, and hear relevant information. And obviously, to underpin that, you need technology, you need processes, and you need the people that can operate in that kind of way.
The winners are going to be those who do true engagement, deep engagement, and engagement that genuinely, and I use that word again because there's so much make-believe in the advertising and marketing world, that genuinely brings help to the customer, genuinely makes life better in some way.